Welcome to this edition of Garden Guns. What are we talking about today? We are talking about this beast of an air rifle. What is this? This is a Daystate Wolverine C type, this C standing for cylinder, pointed it rather than behind the camera over here, cylinder as opposed to bottle. And it's the Mk1, so the unregulated version. I believe the current version out now, along with most other Daystates, is regulated. Sorry, once again, it's a very windy day. Sorry for the noise that the gazebo's making. Right, let's talk about the bottle first off. It's a 200cc bottle clamped to this, covered in a plastic protection covering, on which you can see there's a pick rail where the original owner of this rifle has mounted a bipod, which, to be honest, is, you know, if you're going to use this out in the field, is a really good idea. It's not a light rifle, to say the least. Anyway, the 200cc bottle at the front gives you around about, I believe, 150 shots in 177, and in 2.2, which this one is, gives you over 200. I think you're in the 220 to 230 mark for the shot count on that, which is pretty damn good. Internally, it's got the Harper slingshot hammer mechanism, which is what I have on my Huntsman, and you know, 12 foot-pounds, I think it really does away with the need to have a regulated air rifle. I don't think, you know, you're losing anything really in terms of your consistency in power delivery. You know, you really don't have a huge power curve that you would get on, say, a lot of other non-regulated air rifles. This Harper slingshot hammer mechanism was really, really good. It still is really good, but you know, it's something for legal limit UK air rifles, I believe, that really sort of sidestep the need to get your rifle regulated. So therefore, you know, with this particular rifle, I've certainly not had any issues with any form of obvious power curve while I've been shooting at it. And between me and my brother-in-law, we have shot this a lot. You know, along with the 110, the video I did earlier on the 110, which is a couple of videos ago now, that 110 was personally my favourite over that period of time that we had these rifles. I personally preferred the 110 to this, and my brother-in-law absolutely adored this. Much preferred this rifle to the 110. You know, his opinion was that this was, to use an outdated term, a man's air rifle. You know, and it is. You know, it's a big, beautiful beast of an air rifle with a gorgeous walnut stock, great sculpting, checkering and detailing on it, lovely pistol grip that allows you to shoot thumb up, and ambidextrous as well. Really good. It's got a great safety on the back rather than a trigger mounted safety. Really nice safety on the back. You know, all in all, you know, this rifle is superb. You know, it's got a shrouded barrel, keeps it quiet, but also with the added reflex silencer from Daystate. I think it's the Mark 6. It's the same as the one I've got on my Huntsman. You know, it's super quiet. This thing is a proper tool. It shoots superbly. I would have no problems taking this out in the field and, you know, shooting 40, you know, even out to maybe 50 yards with this. It's a real heavy hitter. You know, once again, I think to be fair to it, I think this, at say 30 foot-pounds, you know, a firearms certificate rifle in the UK for a field tool, you know, for somewhere where you might need, you know, you can't use rimfire or a larger caliber, and you need something to be quiet, then this rifle, yeah, it's absolutely amazing. You know, for the shorter work, 40 to 50 yards, UK 12 foot-pounds, equally as lethal, which I hope when I shoot down, when I do the downrange shooting portion, I hope I can do this justice, because, you know, some of the groups that we've been shooting over the last week or so have been absolutely superb. And that comes from really, I mean, can't really say my brother-in-law's a non-shooter now. He's been shooting quite consistently with me from about March, April this year. So you know, I've sort of brought him up to speed. He's, you know, starting to put me to shame, to be honest. But anyway, right, I'm going to go downrange, set up the downrange camera, shoot a quick 10-shot group, come back and finish off with my final thoughts on this. Right, be back with you in a minute. Right, as you will see, I have already shot this bit of video twice before. You'll tell that because there's already two groups shot down there. The middle group was shot with 5.52s, JSP Jumbo Diablos, 5.52 on the head size. And then I remembered that this actually prefers 5.51s. So I've changed over. I shot another group, but I got a couple of flyers, which could have been a crushed pellet, or, as I said, the wind's still pretty up there. Although with the 5.52s, you know, these are 15.89 grains. You know, I just thought they'd probably, yeah, I mean, the wind will push them a bit, but we shall see. So hopefully I will be able to shoot a consistent group that basically replicates what I know that this rifle's capable of doing, or what it's been doing with me and my brother-in-law for the last couple of weeks. So let's see how I do. So we're going for the bottom right-hand target this time. Right, let's go down range and grab the card, and then I'll come back and sum up. Right, here we go. So, that was my first attempt. 5.52s on the head size. Top one was my second attempt. This group in here, that's 8 shots in there. And then I just got these 2 flyers, one of which I think might have been, this one I think might have been the wind. And that one could have been a crushed pellet. I don't think I pulled it. I was really surprised when that one went off. And I was actually, I thought, you know, when I saw that one go in, I was like, yay, it's zeroed in perfectly, and then it put them all up here. So, I mean, that could have just been a fairly constant breeze. And then this is the group that I've just shot on camera. Once again, 10 shots at 30 odd meters. Yeah, it's all inside the thumbnail. I'm happy with that. You know, this is capable of printing really tight groups at 40 yards on a windless day. This rifle, you know, I think the variance that you're seeing across there is across the bottom target is the wind, because as you can see, I mean, that's the top bit on the second attempt, the 8 shots. That is kind of what I would expect this rifle to be doing, groups that tight. It's you know, on the other days when there's been, you know, we've had a couple of fairly still wind days, but it's been, you know, raining on and off, and the times we managed to sneak into the garden and get some shooting done between rain showers, you know, this thing has been absolutely superb. As you would expect. I mean, this rifle, to sum up, this rifle is exactly what you would have expected from a Daystate rifle back in 2017 when it was produced. It is a brilliant piece of kit. Once again, it's definitely a man-sized air rifle, you know, a man's rifle, to use that outdated term once more. Maybe we should try and not worry about these things so much, and worry more about the actual intolerance that's going on. Anyway, less of that. I'm going to go on and rant in a minute. But This rifle itself, I think, is superb. Whoever picks this up from Leicestershire Airguns is going to be getting an absolutely fabulous bit of kit. One that I hope will give them many hours worth of enjoyment and provide them with what this is supposed to do, and that's to put food on the table. You know, to take out pigeons and to go out and knock the bunnies over. You know, and provide a sustainable source of meat for the dining table. I can't really say any more about it. You know, it's a beautiful rifle, and I'm really glad to have been able to get to shoot what I would call a classic Daystate. I'm glad I've had the opportunity, because to be honest, I was a little bit, you know, I'd always had a very high opinion of Daystate back in the day, and then with my Huntsman and then some of the other ones that I've seen come through the shop, for the money that you're paying for them, I have been underwhelmed. I would have rather bought an R10 or an HW100. I would rather have bought one of those, and you know, in the case of the R10, had a little bit of work done to it. You know, and the R10 with a good tune in it from somewhere like Ratworks, as it outperforms most air rifles at the UK limit anyway. Is it as good as, say, something like an FX, an Impact or a Crown? I don't know, because I've never actually got around to shooting one of those yet. So I'm hoping that one day I'll be able to get hold of one for test. But until that happens, you know, I would say that this has probably been, for the higher end of the marketplace, this has been I'm really glad to have been able to shoot it, because this has lived up to what I would expect from a Daystate. It has delivered. And on that point, I hope you've enjoyed the videos so far. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you've got any questions about this, please feel free to put it in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer. I am by no means an expert on this rifle. I literally just get given them to make sure that they shoot straight and they do a decent power. But they've got a decent power. And I'm just going to add somewhere, probably about there. I'm going to chronograph this again in a minute, because I'm about halfway through the charge. So I'm going to chronograph it again, just to give it sort of a median foot per second and foot poundage. So, and I'll put that information just there probably at the end of the video for those that are interested. Anyway, once again, thanks for watching. Keep an eye out. I'm going to probably do a talking video next, just a sort of a general. The next couple of videos will probably be more me talking about the state of the sport and my worries, and then just an overall, you know, like a sort of a mid-date channel review, you know, a review of everything that I've gone through, you know, in terms of the guns and my general overall feeling for the kit that I've been lucky enough to shoot. So keep an eye out for those if you're interested. In the meantime, this will probably be coming out end of November, beginning of December, maybe even later. So I'm going to wish you all a happy Christmas, and I hope you all have an absolutely excellent start to the new year. Let's hope that we're not in lockdown again. Anyway, until the next video, thanks very much for watching, and stay safe. All the best.